So the title of today's post is, "It's freaking cold out." But there is an alternate title. It's called, "Why My Neighbors Are Moving Away." But first let's address the cold, because that was the start of this whole fiasco. So if you don't watch the evening news or the afternoon news or the morning news or bother to read the paper that you have, delivered every Sunday, the cold could totally sneak up on you. Like, you might not have any idea that, you might not have any idea. Gosh, this feels like that Travelocity commercial. You know, the one where they're like, "Gonna be a great weekend," and you hear the jackhammer? Yeah. Anyway, so if you pretty much disregard all mass media, you might have absolutely no idea that cold is coming. And when I say cold, like, not just chilly, but by Florida standards, cold, frigid, oh my god, cold. I found out yesterday that it was going to be in the 40s overnight with a wind chill in the 30s, and the husband was not too excited about the prospect of the chickens trying to weather that without adequate shelter. So he started working on the chicken coop. As you've seen, the chicken coop progress has been slow. Hello, ADD! Anyways, so while he was working on that, I was inside tearing apart the house looking for any shred of winter clothing I could find, which really, completely not prepared at all. That whole, ignoring mass media. I had no idea the cold was coming, and, I hadn't purchased anything for the cold. We have no clothes for Beau, because Levi was a summer baby at this size. And actually, Levi pretty much grew straight through size 6 months, and Beau instead decided to grow, clean through size 3 to 6 months. So he has no clothes. Both boys have no clothes. The girls have a few things that I can cobble together, but they pretty well destroyed their winter wardrobe. And me, I've been pregnant the last 2 winters, so yeah, I've got one pair of pants that fits. It's a whole thing. So we've been kind of screwed in that arena. So last night while I'm sitting around panicking, the husband's working on the coop. Knock, 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 cuss, cuss, cut, sand, sand, whatever. And then I notice it's getting a little late, and I go out and I say, "Hey, can we just, drag this thing around and they can live in the bottom part of it, and we'll just pack it with straw and they'll be cool." And he said, no, I'm going to get this done. Can't have any frozen chickens. I'm like, all right. Well, and it's pushing 11. Power tool's still running. Starts pushing 12. Power tool's still running. 12:51. While I am consumed in my own odd ADD fit of baking apple crisp at, yes, 12:51 a.m. because the children needed something hot to eat in the morning to hopefully combat the fact that they were going to be wearing shorts and flip-flops to school. The husband comes in, and the hubster says, "Hey, help me drag this chicken coop around back." And I'm like, what? Because, I tried to pick the thing up, and despite the fact that it's meant to be like a chicken tractor kind of thing, short of the Hulk, there's really not much lifting it. Well, the hubster, full of wine, had to prove me wrong, and he lifts the darn thing, and he sticks it on the tailgate of the hauling car that we have, and has me drive me, nervous Nelly driver me, who couldn't park between 2 posts on the driving test, but when they told me I failed, I parked between 2 cars, and they went, "Oh, you passed!" Had me drive it to the backyard, and so the whole time he's shouting. Mind you, now it's past 1 in the morning. "Go, go, go, go! Stop! Go, 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 go! Stop! Don't hit the fence! Go, 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 go!" That's right. Go, 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 go! And we get it pulled around into the back, and then I have to do that whole 200-point turn to get back out of the yard. Only the chickens heard my voice, so they start storming the car, convinced that, I was hoarding chicken feed. And so the hubster had to run at them like some sort of giant bat going, "Aah!" and scared them away so I could drive out of the backyard. So now we have him yelling at me to drive the car. We have the sound of me dragging the chicken coop into the backyard and me yelling back at him, and now he's making odd bat owl noises. And it's well after 1 a.m. at this point. So I get out of the backyard and I go to walk through the house to, get back out there and help him. And I realize that Bo is awake. So I grab him up, zip him up in my jacket, and go outside, where the husband is now using power tools to just screw some plywood onto the top because we don't have the roofing material yet, but we need the chickens to be warm. So 1 a.m, we've been screaming, making bat noises. I now am in possession of a crying baby, and my husband is using the cordless drill. Mama. At 1 a.m. I'm sorry, but if this was my neighbors, I would have been calling the police, or sticking my head out the window and throwing a brick at their damn heads. But no, just inconsiderate us. So I get this bowl of apple cores, and I throw it in the chicken coop, hoping that the chickens will, go in there. No such luck, no such luck. So my husband has to get down on his belly, shimmy through a trap door that, looks like one of the doors in Alice in Wonderland, and sit inside the coop. And I have to run around the yard in the dark, chasing chickens between 1 and 2 in the morning, and chucking them in there for him to catch and stuff. He's literally grabbing the chickens and stuffing them up into the coop part because they, of course, are like, oh no! I don't know what that is! And refusing to go in there. And that was an exercise in I guess hilarity for anybody watching, but really for us it was ridiculousness, and I just kind of kept having to stop and laugh because at this point it's 2 a.m. and I'm chasing chickens around the yard, and my husband is on all fours in a chicken coop. So we finally get all the chickens. At this point the chickens also are screaming. And some of them sound like turkeys, some of them sound like chickens, some of them sound like little tiny beep, 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 beep. It's an odd mess out there. And we finally get everybody secured. That's right, beep, beep, beep. And then we have to make this great noise of slamming the gate and packing up all the power tools. And really, is it any wonder that my neighbors are moving this weekend? Because really, who the hell wants to live next to people who chase chickens in their yard at 2 a.m? I don't know. So that's my confession here. The damn it's friggin' cold and why my neighbors are moving.